Hi, welcome back to the Painted Stone Cottage. I'm Becky. I'm glad you're joining us again today. Today's plan is to hit Lake Kissimmee and squeeze in a little fishing while we're having this beautiful breezy fall weather down here in Florida. We are about 12 miles from where we like to put in on Kissimmee, and just wanted to show you a little bit of the gear that I take with me to Kissimmee versus the gear my husband takes to Kissimmee. But he has been fishing down here for 30 years. And before my husband and I got together, I was fishing for trout and stuff like that, you know, up north. So here's what I'm taking with me today. Let me bring you in a little closer. I'm taking 5 poles. I'm taking my frogging pole, my worming rod, my crankbait rod, a swim jig rod, and my flippin stick. And that's basically what I always take to Kissimmee with me, with hundreds of varieties of tackle, of course. But that's all I seem to ever need, whereas my husband likes to get a little more in-depth with his fishing, you know. And let me take you in. Well, first, let me show you our beast of financial burden. It's the Ranger. And yes, boats are definitely money pits, no doubt about it. You're forever sinking cash into them. It's a never-ending story. So hold on, let me take you into the fishing room. Okay, this is our fishing room. Now, to the right side is my poles for different things, and to the left is a few of our friend Marty's. But on the ceiling is my husband's rods. Yeah, it's quite extensive. And then there is tackle in every nook and cranny of this room. Like, there's Marty's shelf in the middle there. The bottom is extra stuff. And then there's my little shelf of things that I take when I go fishing by myself. And then there's tubs of tackle everywhere. Those are floating worms down on the bottom there, the pink and yellow, which we will be using on Rodman next weekend for our vacation. And we have them all labeled because we buy bulks of stuff. Yes, this is a giant box of crankbaits, rattle traps, and any possible thing you could ever need for fishing, I'm sure. Just crazy amounts of money tied up into this sport. But anyhow, this is our fix-it shelf where we fix tackle when we lose hooks and stuff like that off of different things and have to do some specialty stuff. So, and more crates of tackle. And more tackle. Extra boat stuff, life jackets and stuff like that, because you have to have a life jacket for every person that you put on your boat. Now, there's my husband's shadow box of antiques, his antique frog box, that's what that is. And then these are more for saltwater, but it's fun to see if we get a reaction once in a while for the black bass. All right, this is some of my husband's trophies. Now, this is a fraction of what he has as far as trophies go. I don't know what he did with the rest of them, but there is no room for all of the trophies he's gathered over the years. But old reels. Check that out. That's old. So this is the fishing room. Now, on average, we probably take somewhere between 6 to 10 boxes of different things that we use out on the lakes when we go with this. Depending on where we're going, of course. If we're just going out here to our local lake, like walk in the water, it's usually like 4 or 5 boxes. You know, it's pretty basic out here. We know what they bite on. It rarely changes. So it's just a little tour of our fishing room, which we clearly need a larger fishing room at this point. And then those poles back there are my grandchildren's poles for when they come to visit. I like to take them fishing and they seem to really love it. So I keep little poles on hand. Of course, they're just usually fishing for bluegill and stuff like that. At their ages, they're ecstatic to catch anything. They don't care. They just want to be fishing with Grandma. So, yep, there's our motor. Our power pole is the best invention in the world for these lakes, because Florida lakes, as most people know, are pretty shallow. I mean, you get some that have areas that are, you know, up to 20 feet, but not very many spots are that deep around here. Most generally, you're fishing on average in 3 to 6 feet of water most places that you go on Kissimmee. So, our beast of burden. And I will get back with you guys more when we're getting ready to head out and when my husband is loading up his poles and tackle, so you can see what he takes. Okay, we just did a quick relocation.
Yep, and 27 palms.
Yeah, which is, you know, obvious by the giant Christmas tree that we all market by.
That's our landmark.
But hoping that there's a little more action up here. Jack Slough was a little slow this morning. I think the moon has thrown it off and there's no wind, or not much wind. And the bite for the last couple of weeks has definitely been a much higher wind. So let's hopefully find some fish out here today and get some good footage for you. Airboats, every fisherman's biggest nemesis.
So noisy.
And they just shut all the bites down for the next, 5 minutes or so.
Ours wasn't really turned on. So
no. Only thing biting is the pickerel. God, my hands are so unsteady today. Finally. Oh, nice, sweetie.
better.
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Yeah, looks like 3 pounds all day to me. Not moving the worm at all.
Not much. Huh. But just enough apparently.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get another one.
All right.
Let's see your worm.
zoom 10 and a half, right? Yeah, zoom
Yep.
10 and a half.